Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm in San Jose at the Search Engine Strategies Conference, and here with Scott Brinker of Ion Interactive, and we've been talking about landing pages. You were telling me that some marketers are finding success segmenting their audience by having kind of a two-step landing page. How does that work?
Sure. So just like with search marketing, where many search marketers consider it the holy grail to have very specific keyword terms that identify specifically who someone is, and you match content. That's great if you have one of those keywords that reveals it. But if you don't, if you have a more generic keyword, you can actually drive people to a two-page landing page. Two-page landing page.
Yeah.
First page is a one-click segmentation choice. So, for example, we have a company, Overland Storage, that sells data backup solutions to both small businesses as well as large enterprises. Well, it turns out those are two very different audiences. The things you say that enterprise customers want to hear can actually scare away small and medium-sized businesses and vice versa. So sometimes if someone does a search for, data backup, data deduplication, you don't know which of those audiences they are.
So what kind of question would you ask there on the first page?
So on the first page, there might be just two choices that say, are you a small, medium-sized business or an enterprise? And it's one click. And then...
Now, do you do something to engage them on that first page to start with? I mean, how do you get them to make that click rather than just stop right there?
So again, this is where the art form is of how much do you tell them before you know the segment. Obviously you want to reinforce, yes, we've got a data backup solution, data deduplication. Are you interested in this from the small to medium-sized business or the enterprise perspective?
Now, once you can segment, what's the advantage to the marketer?
So there's two advantages. First and foremost, you're able to present content to that segmented respondent that really speaks their language, addresses the benefits from their perspective. That's great. That actually helps your conversion rate. But also, even if you don't get people to convert, we find that typically 60 to 80% of the people who land on these one-click segmentation pages will give you that one more click because they're curious to see, okay, well, what do you have to say? And so even if I don't convert them, as a marketer, I now start to get data about which ads are attracting which segments, which segments am I converting, which ones am I not converting.
Now, do you find this boosts the conversion rate for these segments?
This is probably one of the most successful techniques for, doubling or tripling conversion rates because, again, it's all about getting the right message to the right people.
So for generic keywords, this can be very effective. With the more specific ones, you probably can figure out who they are, perhaps. But for a more generic one, this allows you then to give the right information to the right person.
Yes, help them get to what they're interested in as quickly as possible.
Any other examples of companies that have done this well?
Sure. Well, actually, we just saw a campaign with Howard Johnson's, in travel, where when they had respondents come, they asked them, are you traveling on business or leisure? And then based on that choice, gave them a presentation accordingly.
Any other kinds of examples?
Sure. The New England Journal of Medicine, so they've used this for segmenting people, whether they're physicians or students, two very different audiences.
Well, it sounds like it's relatively simple to do and can pay some big results.
Yes.
So
instead of one page, you do two.
Because you're speaking the right language to the right people.
Exactly.
Well, tell me about your business and what you do, Scott.
So Ion Interactive does software to help marketers create, test, and analyze landing experiences like these two-page segmenting landing pages.
Well, thanks so much for sharing with us. I
Thank
appreciate it. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.